If you've enjoyed the content we've made so far in 2023, we're asking you to go to patreon.com/kindafunny and toss us $10 to say thanks as a part of August's Kinda Funny Patreon pledge drive. That 10 spot would get you access to more than 300 exclusive episodes of content, and to give you a taste, we're posting one of our Patreon shows just like this each Saturday and Sunday in August. Enjoy!
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Kinda Funny Next Gen podcast for the month of August, and it's a special one because we're back at it like a bad habit, of course. We did our Kinda Funny Next Gen podcast movie fantasy critic at the start of the year. That's where me, Roger, Barrett, Courtney, and the special guest, who's pretty much part of the cast, Joey, Noel, Christmas in July.
Yeah.
We all sat down.
Clap it up, audience! Louder! Louder!
Joey! Because it's a special episode of the Kinda Funny Next Gen podcast, we do have an audience in the building. Yes. Because, of course, it took the world by storm. The movie fantasy critic. It took our world by storm. It's all we've been talking about.
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
The Slacks, that's the only time I'm in your guys' Slack channel where I'm like, do you guys see this movie?
Yeah. So at the top of the year, we went around, we drafted movies like a football fantasy draft, but it's about movies, right? And so top of the year, January, we each went around, picked 6 different movies for our fantasy draft. The scores are based on Rotten Tomatoes, how high the movies review, right? And once you get, it's same as our video game one, right?
Yeah. So the baseline is 70%. If a movie hits 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, that's 0 points. Anything above that will get you additional points. Anything below that will get you minus points. So like a movie with 80 points will get, or 80% on Rotten Tomatoes will get you 10 points. 90% will get you 20 points, and then anything above 90% will like start doubling points.
So like,
is that how?
So like a 94 would be 28 points.
What?
A 91 would be 22. Yeah.
When did?
Wait, whoa.
Well, that's
how it is on the video game one. Yeah. So, and we said we're doing the same rules.
We talked about that.
I don't remember this. I feel like this is...
I mean, I can take away
this
points
is John
from some
Wick
of y'all.
3 or...
I'm going to tell you right now, this benefits you guys. And so if you want to revert it, we can revert it.
Nah.
Yeah, we can revert it.
Okay, now you're making some good points. Now we're making some good points, actually. That's a great idea.
At the top of the year, we did 6 movies each. Now that we're halfway through the year, the agreement that we made was that right after Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, we would come back, sit down, and draft 4 more movies each. Now that...
we think?
Yeah, the thought process being that there was going to be a lot of movies announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Hollywood was going to be
booming,
doing a lot of great things.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone's going to be
up
working together, promoting things.
The fall wave of big movies that we'd all be able to pick from.
So what happened, Blessin?
Tell
us the story.
There's this thing called capitalism.
Oh.
And when capitalism is at work, sometimes the big corporations don't want to pay their workers. Sometimes writers don't be getting paid enough. And they say, we're going to stop fucking working. We're going to stop working. And then actors follow suit and they go, you know what? We're going to stop working too until they pay us more.
Yep.
And so right now we're looking at a fall that is more barren than I think we expected.
But I wonder if that really would have changed, though, even like without the strike, because like, out of Comic-Con, we would have gotten updates on, things. And like, I feel like we even did, but just the stars weren't there, right? Yeah. So I feel like this was going to be probably the landscape anyway. But I will say, I don't know how likely it is we'll do a movie draft next year, because next year's going to be fucking dry.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I think,
if
or
anything,
we just lead into like, let's fucking just draft like really bad AI.
Or we have to like,
or we do the opposite.
Way fewer movies, I think, would be the way to go. Where instead of 6 at the top and 4 at the bottom, we maybe just do 5 overall or something. Like take it real lean.
Yeah.
I think that was part of this too, is that maybe we just overassumed how many more movies there would be to choose from in general by the time we got to the second half.
I think it's a sound idea, but I think one of our other things that we added onto this, which is the idea that if you go on Rotten Tomatoes and you see at least anything other than 0 reviews, you can't count it from critics specifically. And that kind of fucked us, because when you look at a lot of the things that are coming out in the next few months, they were shown at festivals.
There's a Martin Scorsese movie that I was ready to get. Yeah. And it already has reviews of it.
The Bottoms is the one that was top of my list.
Yeah.
And that has reviews, and I'm really sad about that, because that's going to be really good.
Yeah, but that has a lot of reviews, and it's like, I think it's already certified or whatever. So
to recap where we're at, my draft looked like this by the time we finished that drafting process in January. I had Across the Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, The Marvels, The Exorcist, Believer, and Sharper. The Exorcist Believer, one title, let me tell you. And then Sharper, right? Those got me a total of 20 points. And also, I should shout out, I have a counter pick of Evil Dead Rise. And so, like, the big highlights there, Evil Dead Rise lost me 14 points since I counter picked it, meaning the better it does, the worse I do in points.
Rough.
But I did have some highlights. Across the Spider-Verse did get me 32 points. Oppenheimer got me 28 points. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania deducted 24 points because it did really, really bad on Rotten Tomatoes.
It was looking really dire for your points for a while.
Yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania fucked me.
Because right after we ended this, Sharper came out. And to a resounding -2.
-2
Just right
for
off
me.
right off the bat.
And so, like, the beginning of the year was really rough because, Sharper got me -2, and then I'm still awaiting the Marvels, which now I'm so worried about. Even though I think the trailer looks good.
Yeah, I think
I just
it'll
don't have
be a
trust
fun
in
time.
My thing is just Marvel.
Yep.
If they can drop the ball so hard on Ant-Man and the Wasp, and with Jonathan Majors, which that's a whole different topic of conversation too. But if that can get -24 points in this draft.
Anything can.
Anything can. I don't know how much I trust the Marvels now, but we'll see. And then The Exorcist Believer, I'm also like, why did I pick that?
Really?
It looks
Yeah.
good.
Did you watch the trailer?
No. Is the
Dropped
trailer
today.
good?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay.
It's a solid trailer.
That's why I asked if I could switch my counter pick.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually a solid trailer. I mean, I watched it. I watched Oppenheimer not at a screener. So you guys don't have, when you see screeners, you don't see the trailers. It was one of the trailers attached to it.
Okay.
And it was a good trailer. Like, it got me
Okay.
scared. I was excited about it. Like, it's a solid trailer. And I'm not an Exorcist person, but I think that has a chance of being actually good. So that's like a solid one.
I'm sitting at a total of 20 points right now. Roger McCorney is up next. Roger McCorney drafted Super Mario Brothers movie, which got him a -11 points.
That was my first pick. I was like so certain about it, and then I
You're
remember
so confident.
refreshing the Rotten Tomatoes as soon as the embargo dropped, and my just jaw dropped. I saw the fucking splatter, and I just couldn't believe it.
That's what, 59 on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, it's a 59.
That's fucked up for Super Mario Brothers.
But we did have that
know.
conversation when Roger drafted it of like it might play well to fans, but how are reviewers like really going to feel about it? You know?
I
Yeah.
believed in Miyamoto.
I like that. That movie's great. That movie's great. Like, I don't know what that is.
Should believe in Miyamoto.
Why do you say like he was the sole creator on this movie?
I think he
Yeah.
was. Producer credit.
So we go on from there, right? Dune 2 hasn't come out yet, but Dune 2 is the second up on Roger's list. Roger also has Evil Dead Rise, which got him 14 points. The Little Mermaid, which deducted 3 points. And then TMNT Ninja Mayhem, which I was
we're
wrong
about-
about. That movie looks incredible.
We're about to get point. You're about
to get a lot of points.
Yeah.
on
And
that.
I drafted that when there was not even one image, which I'm very happy about.
It was
Yeah.
just
that
the,
was
like
like-
Seth Rogen information.
That was
right?
the second to last round of picks, like
Yeah.
where I feel like the rest of us are like really getting to the
That's when
weeds
we're
there,
reaching
so.
into the Duffy of, all right, like, let's see how this thing goes.
But I still had one more.
and then you also have Gran Turismo, which hasn't come out yet.
Woo!
Don't
Thank you,
cheer
studio
for
audience.
Gran Turismo.
Roger, though, also had a counter pick of Renfield, which actually got you 12 points. Actually,
Yeah, so like when
Renfield
we look
was
at the
not good.
movies he drafted so far that have come out, that put him at a net 0. But the fact that he counterpicked Renfield actually got him points on the board. with
Yeah.
12 points.
Incredible.
So Roger's
Nicholas Holt hater, and it worked out.
Roger's sitting at a total of 12 points right now. Next up, we got Joey, who started off her draft with Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, which of course got her 32 points.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Wait, what is that on Rotten Tomatoes?
96.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
with
it's
our
the
double. Yeah,
96.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah,
'cause that's when, because you get up above 90 and then that doubles your thing. So yeah, 32 with Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Barbie, 20 points there.
Feeling pretty good about that one.
Elemental, 4 points.
Wow.
Asteroid City, 3 points. Next Goal Wins, not come out yet. And then Beau is Afraid got you -2 points.
I knew that was a risky one, even going into it. It's
Should've
Ari
been high.
Aster.
And like I
it
remember,
looked weird.
I remember when it came out too. Like even though it was like around that, it made you more excited to like
Yeah.
actually kind of watch it. So
Still haven't watched it though.
So Joey also has a counter pick of The Exorcist Believer, which hasn't come out yet. But right
really
now,
hoping that just tanked. That it's a really good trailer and a terrible movie.
I need that movie to be a 99.
I'm surprised that Asteroid City isn't higher because that's
I am too.
why am I blanking on the director's name?
Wes Anderson.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Wes Anderson's been kind of in a lull a little bit. His
Yeah?
last movie before
didn't
this
like
was
The
also
French
like,
Dispatch.
yeah, I think that was like a 70 something or something like that. So it's kind of been. He's
We're
been
also
out
getting the
ever since Grand
oversaturation
Budapest.
because all the AIs are making Wes Anderson shit now.
That's true. That's true.
Of course.
yeah.
Classic.
That's true.
But right now, Joey is sitting at a total of 57.
Fucking congratulations.
So again,
Thank you. Thank you.
Joey.
So you have me at 20, Roger at 12, Joey at 57, and then next up,
We got a wide gap between this side of the table.
Yeah,
and that side of the
because
table.
next up
a
is
different game, Toaster.
next up is Barrett Courtney, who led his draft with Creed 3, which got him 18 points. Followed that up with John Wick Chapter 4, which got him 28 points. Followed up with Renfield, which got him negative 12 points, but he made that up with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which got him plus 12 points. He also has Wonka and The Color Purple, which neither are out, and a counter pick of Gran Turismo. And right now,
buddy.
Dude, I'm gonna get some points there.
He's gonna get some
feeling
points.
good about like at least 5 to 10 points for counter pick.
you know what I'm gonna my prediction on Gran Turismo? Net 0. I think it's gonna get 70.
Yeah.
right at 70.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. The movie comes out next week. There's no reviews.
Yeah. And as of the time people are listening to this, they're already gonna know, right?
I think this will come out the first weekend of August. We're recording this a week early.
All right, everybody who's listening to this, if this is a 71 or higher, send me flowers, okay? Send me a GIF of flowers on Twitter because I need
Why
them.
does he say Jim?
Because he does this stuff.
Because here's the thing about GIF, is that when you say GIF, you're not confused with gift. If I say GIF,
Yeah, but
you might
now-
be saying the word
just
gift.
think you're
talking
I
about
think
the
you're talking
peanut
about
butter.
peanut butter.
Why would
Yeah.
you think that? That's crazy.
GIF. That's the most popular GIF.
Or you're going to Jiffy Lube, you know?
Oh, fuck, I get that one. I'm always going to Jiffy Lube, man.
So right now, Barrett Courtney sitting at a total of 46 points. Wow. And so in the lead, again, we have Joey with 57 points.
Barbie putting you, solidifying your lead right now.
Solidifying that
Pretty
lead.
solid.
Barrett Courtney.
So I only have 2 ways to get points left. You have 3.
It's true. That's true.
That could
Yeah.
be really good or really bad.
But also, we're drafting 4 more points, or 4 more movies here. But yeah, Barrett Courtney's in second place with 46. I am in third place, which shocks me, with 20 points. And then right below me is Roger with 12 points. But I have more movies out than you. And
Yeah,
so
of course.
I think
And
that lines up.
Gran Turismo.
Roger's about to get a fuck ton of points from Dune and TMNT.
Yeah.
And what about Gran Turismo?
Oh, that's
I mean,
net neutral.
at highest it gets you 2 points. Lowest, like it may
All right,
be
real
like
talk, like,
negative 10 points.
Jokes are away now. Jokes are in the corner. We're not talking about jokes anymore. I'm going to say 75.
I think that
I think
you're
75.
absolutely spot on.
Yeah. I think
75?
I think 70s,
75.
70s sound strong for it.
Yeah. Because I think it's going to have cool racing, and that's it.
His movie seems inoffensive, but also doesn't
This
seem
is gonna
like...
be a movie that like my dad wants to go see.
Oh, yeah. And that's what I'm banking on. There's a lot of old critics out there.
Yeah.
So, of course, we go snake order with this. Last time... What? Round robin?
We're always, of course.
Classic.
Of
Snake
course.
order.
Listen, I need a filler word, all right? Leave me alone. This podcasting shit isn't easy,
I get it,
Roger.
I get it. I
Take my
apologize.
job. Let me edit a video, all right? Give me Premiere Pro. I'm a pro in Premiere, Roger.
They're
Come on.
breaking down.
We're breaking it down. We're breaking
what-
it down. We have 2 movies to share between all 4 of us right now. We're freaking out.
All right. So I started last time. I figured the most fair way to do this would be to start at the other end of the table.
Fuck
and
yeah.
so have it be Barrett, then Joey, then Roger, then me, and then me, then Roger,
Let the
then Joey.
people that
then
are winning
Barrett.
go first.
You know?
Yeah, I like it.
This is going to fuck us for sure.
Fuck us so bad.
But I think that has to be the most balanced way to do it. And so,
yeah.
Barrett Courtney,
When you're fair, you're fair.
again, we have
Are
4
we
picks.
all individually responsible for verifying on Rotten Tomatoes that there aren't reviews before we say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
probably double check those, which I will do again right now.
And we can all
just in
keep
case.
each other honest at the same
will.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be
Let
fine.
me close out.
Oh, and also, just really quick, just this is a quick little thing, is that I noticed this morning when I was looking at some Rotten Tomato stuff, it says like, oh, there's 2 reviews, and I would click into it, and there was no review showing. So I feel like that doesn't count. If you click into it, it shows
And you
literally-
can't see a
you
review.
can't
There's no
see it.
tomato meter. I feel like it's,
No, that's different. Like sometimes there's no tomato meter because there's just not. It doesn't hit the threshold.
Oh,
but sometimes
yeah.
you actually click into it and it's like, oh, there's nothing here. I don't know why the fuck it's saying that. So
Interesting.
I
Okay.
think we should ignore that. But if you click into it and you see the reviews, then there's an issue.
Another thing too is Rotten Tomatoes down for y'all because I've not
No.
been able to get.
It,
into the
it was
website
on
today.
and off for me earlier, but it seems to be fixed now. It might
Okay.
still be.
I think
no.
it's having issues for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
But that can be many things.
Excuses.
But I'm ready for my first pick.
Ooh.
Wow.
Barrett Courtney, it begins with you.
I am drafting The Creator.
Oh,
God
That's
damn it! Already we're all. Oh, man.
So
I
yeah,
love
that
On
is
my
a
list.
science fiction action thriller film directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed Star Wars Rogue One.
One.
yeah.
And
of
it's
the
starring.
show. Friend of a friend of the show.
Yeah. Starring John David Washington, who I feel like is on a good track record with like just picking fucking solid movies for him to star in. You got Gemma Chan, Ken Watanabe. And
A solid
yeah,
cast.
Yeah, it's a solid cast. It seems to be like an original sci-fi movie. I think it's going to be a solid I think it's going to be a big surprise for people, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are like, I don't think there's any chatter about this movie right now, and I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the year people are like, fuck, man,
Yeah.
creator.
I will say that was number 2 on my list here to pick.
How many movies do you have on your list?
6.
Oh, shit, you're riding the lightning.
Yeah.
That is an interesting one. I honestly had
I
that on my
have 4.
list.
Oh my
really?
gosh.
I have
It's fucking driving.
Swinging hard.
Oh, yeah.
I put the creator on my list and I put a big frowny face next to it because I feel like that's for me like bottom of the barrel of like I don't have confidence in this movie necessarily, and I think that this movie might be like a big like it looks cool but like it's fine, it's whatever, it's I get those vibes, but hey, it might be cool. Also, that trailer kind of gives away everything.
Counterpick you, coward.
Huh?
Counterpick you,
I
coward.
literally wrote that, so I might.
I mean, we don't have second coward.
Oh fuck, we don't.
Yeah,
God damn it.
no. I could see it like maybe not being a smash hit at the box office and stuff. I just think the people behind it, the cast, the premise, I think it's building up to be a surprise. At least like beloved like indie darling or whatever.
I will say, I
call
think it has like a good team behind it. Watching the trailer didn't strike me as something that is going to be like a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes,
No.
but also it looks like a movie I'd enjoy. Like it looks like a fun
Yeah.
time because it is, like this action movie where the enemies are, well, quote unquote enemies are androids, but the enemies are, or AI, I should say. But the real enemies are humans. It's like that kind of story. And it looks good. It looks well made.
Yeah.
But is it going to be a hit critically? We'll have to see.
Only time will tell.
Joey Noelle.
So here's the thing.
Ooh.
There's a lot of different ways I could go right now. But I think I have to be true to like what I'm excited for and what I think will be good
The
versus
Joey
what
brand.
Yeah. This is the version of the Barbie pick early for this one. So I think I'm going Priscilla
Oh.
by Sofia Coppola.
Holy shit. Okay.
Sofia Coppola hasn't done anything in a hot second.
Yeah.
I know there's a huge risk here with people just being like, we've already done the Elvis story. Like, we don't care about this. I don't think that really matters for critic reviews. Like, critics are seeing everything. Jacob Elordi, I think, has like potential. It's not really about him. I don't know anything about the girl playing Priscilla, but I think that Sofia Coppola is the perfect person to do a movie about her because there's so much controversy around their relationships and their age gap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And people are
Interesting
like,
story to tell.
yeah, and people are like, well, why would you like glorify that? I was like, have you ever seen a Sofia Coppola movie? I feel like if anybody is going to handle that well, I think it's going to be her.
Who's playing her is Kaylee Spaney. You might recognize her from Bad Times at the El Royale.
Oh.
Rose Summerspring is who she plays. I don't know if that's a major character, but and she also was apparently in Vice, which was that Adam McKay movie about Dick Cheney.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, so we'll see. It's an A24 movie too.
Ooh.
It's premiering at Venice. Like there's a lot of things that are building up into it that give me a lot of confidence in it.
That's a good one. I'm a Jacob Elordi hater. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So didn't even pop on my list, but
Not on your list.
I
A
totally-
Sofia Coppola movie not on your list.
and that's I honestly
in a year where there's not that many.
I'm gonna
more
be completely
movies
honest. I
coming
thought the
out.
movie came out next year. I didn't realize that was this year movie. So yeah, that's a great.
Why are you a Jacob Elordi hater?
I don't like
You watched Euphoria?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know. This guy don't got the
okay.
stuff.
If you watch Euphoria, you fucking hate that dude.
Okay.
I was just like, I don't know. This guy don't.
But you hate the character, not him, right?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he must have played his
I don't
role
hate
well.
We're gonna see. This is. I'm
it's
not
probably gonna
as
be good.
confident in the. Like, I am confident, but also like, who the fuck knows?
Roger Corney.
I'm going to go with an easy kind of like layup for me. The Killer, directed by David Fincher.
Oh fuck!
This one is a slam dunk for me. A multitude of reasons. One, I'm thinking like my biggest thing here is like, are these things going to get delayed, right? And we have Michael Fassbender as the main actor, but you don't have a director strike, right? So you're going to have David Fincher out there promoting this movie to hell, like just like Christopher Nolan's doing with Oppenheimer. And even though they did get some of the actors in the beginning of the Oppenheimer press tour, but Christopher Nolan kind of took that to the finish line, and I think that's what they're going to do here with The Killer if this continues. But it's also a Netflix thing, and like this has been like Netflix's, hey, we're doing this, and we're doing that Zack Snyder fucking Star Wars movie or whatever. Like those are the two things we're doing.
Does it being on Netflix worry you at all?
A little bit, but not really. It seems like they're just like giving him the blank check to do what the movie.
His last Netflix movie, Mank, had an 83 on Rotten Tomatoes,
which is still great.
It's a,
That's still a solid one. And I'm looking at his Rotten Tomatoes scores. Like he he hasn't really missed.
Dude, yeah, like
this is almost a guaranteed.
Like in a
above
row,
75.
like
Fincher's just
you've got Alien 3, which the Alien
Fairly
franchise after Aliens is questionable, but 7, The Game, Fight Club, Panic Room, Zodiac, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which I forgot he directed, The Social Network, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, then Gone Girl.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
What a director.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's for me like the lock of the day, and I think that's going to be hopefully
Roger
92.
The Lock Picorni.
The lock for
Been
corny.
locked.
Yeah, Joey. Oh, so it comes to me for my first
Blessing.
pick.
Blessing.
How's the one movie left on your list?
Funny enough, you guys only picked one movie that's been on my list so far, and none of you guys picked my number one pick,
Oh.
which I think is a bit of a gamble, but it's probably my most anticipated movie for the cast so far. And that movie is a movie called Poor Things.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah,
that's
Poor
solid.
Things.
It looks really good.
For me, the cast was the thing that sold me on it initially because it stars Emma Stone, but it also has Willem Dafoe, Mark Ruffalo, Rami Youssef. And I don't know how much you guys know about Rami, but
His
like
show's really, the FX show he has is
the
really
FX show that he has is fucking fantastic. But then also Gerard Carmichael, who's one of my favorite comedians.
Oh shit! Didn't even know in the movie.
Yeah, Gerard Carmichael's in there too, right? It's directed by a director who I'm not as familiar with his
The
work.
Lobster guy.
Yorgos
Directed
Lanthimos.
The Lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yorgos.
No, that's gonna be a big one.
He directs movies that I feel like are definitely
Artsy.
artsy, but people kind of argue about. Like I felt like there was a lot of like back and forth on The Lobster. It reviewed well, but it was like one of those
the
like
favorite two.
I mean,
together,
yeah.
right?
65% on. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, that was the audience score. 87.
Yeah.
87 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. And so I know it's a gamble, right? Like I feel like those kinds of movies too have potential to have that effect of, oh, this is pretentious, or oh, this is dumb, or whatever, right, and work against it. But the cast really brings me in, and also this is just what I'm excited about personally. When you read the plot, right, it's described as the incredible tale and fantastical evolution of Bella Baxter, who's played by Emma Stone, a young woman brought back to life by the brilliant and unorthodox scientist Dr. Godwin Baxter, played by Willem Dafoe. Under Baxter's protection, Bella is eager to learn. Hungry for the worldliness she's lacking, Bella runs off with Duncan Wedderburn, played by Mark Ruffalo, a slick and debauched lawyer, on a whirlwind adventure across the continents. Free from prejudices of her times, Bella grows steadfast in her purpose to stand for equality and liberation. I'm all about it. I think this sounds like a fun premise. I think it sounds even more fun when I take in those people that are playing those roles. It's a gamble, but it's also one that I'm willing to stand by.
Yeah. Was on my list.
Yeah.
It looked
That
good.
was on mine too. That was great.
All right. It's up
All
to
right.
it's up to you again, Bless.
So I go back to back for this one.
Snake order, Raj.
Fuck. I misunderstood the takeover. I thought it was my turn now. Fuck.
No, yeah. So I go second time. Whew. You know,
Don't look at my fucking thing. I know you're doing it. No, stop. Do it.
well, let me just read you this
Do it.
a quick description of this. A magical meteor crash lands in Adventure City and gives the Paw Patrol pups superpowers,
I was joking when I said that to Barrett.
transforming them into the mighty pups. Ladies and gentlemen, my second pick for the day is Paw Patrol.
Joey,
Paw Patrol, the mighty movie.
do you know that this is a sequel?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And do you know what the first one got?
80%.
80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
80%. That's a solid one.
And that was just the first out.
Man, this
now
guy-
they got the knowledge.
Blessin is really going for first base hits.
Let's
right now. He's
fucking go.
just like, I want to just give me something. Give me
I need
something.
safe picks.
Just fucking
I need safe
something.
picks.
Oh
They're
my God.
not gonna fuck up the Paw Patrol movie. They know how much it's worth.
So
Okay, sure.
Let's
do you
fucking
know
go.
about the like meme thing about the Paw Patrol movie?
No.
So on the heels of Barbenheimer, now the fall we gear up for Saw Patrol. Because
Let's fucking
the
go.
Saw
Oh
movie-
my
Saw comes out the
God.
same day as Paw Patrol?
Yeah.
Fuck, I might do that. That actually sounds like a really fun day.
Shut up. No,
You
you're
have
not.
too much time. if you're
Also,
doing that.
one thing I should shout out for Poor Things is that as of today, that movie got pushed to December.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that when I googled Poor Things just now.
just now, as you're looking up, like,
I'm like,
oh,
oh shit. All right, cool. Well, hopefully it doesn't get pushed again. But yeah, Poor Things and Paw Patrol are my back-to-back picks.
That's a solid one. That's a
Thank
solid
you.
one. Not in the sense that it's good. It's a good pick for you, but it won't get delayed. It won't. I
Roger's
don't-
gonna
Paw
pick the
Patrol?
thing that I want to
Of
pick
course.
next, and I'm
yeah,
so upset
I'm
about
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm picking Napoleon.
Fuck.
Yeah,
No.
directed by Ridley Scott. I
had
can't
that
believe
too.
none of you guys took that as the first one.
Well,
I mean-
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Modern Ridley Scott is way
true.
less inconsistent than remember House of Gucci?
Yeah, I remember
that,
House
Joey?
of Gucci. But here's the thing: it's like he's such a weird director because he does kind of like one good, one bad, one good, one bad, and like it feels like it flip flops. And I know that means that he's on one bad right now, but
it's
this also feels like it's like, hey,
also
Apple
like
is
middling
giving you
stuff. Like all the money in the world was like reviewed like all right, like decently. And I remember that one was that around the time that who's the guy from House of Cards? Spacey. That was the movie that like Spacey was in, and then they had to like shoot everything with that one
with,
character.
Robert Plummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because it's like I'm not secure in this movie being like over an 80 something, but but
his last major one that hit like reviewed very well was The Martian, and that was 2015.
Wasn't the Last Duel do really well?
Oh, maybe.
The Last Duel did really well. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe in this one, but it seems like Apple's putting a fuck ton of money into this, and they want this to. It's coming out around November-ish. They want it to be like kind of like an Oscar movie. At least Joaquin Phoenix's performance seems like it's going to be good because he's always good and everything. So that's my kind of nugget of like I think that this might review well just because of Joaquin Phoenix and like the fact that they're making this kind of massive epic around a well-known historical figure. That seems like something that might get above a 70. So I'll go for that. But hey, PAW Patrol might do better.
It will.
I'm going to be... It's so funny that PAW Patrol has the potential to do like so much better than some of these movies that got negative points. Oh,
Joey, it's up to you.
I think I'm going with like a safe, boring pick that I'm not excited about, which is Ferrari.
Shit. Yeah, I had that on there. Are you scared that's going to get delayed? That's my biggest fear.
I have like 2 other movies on here that I haven't said yet that I'm like actually way more interested in because they don't have confirmed 2023 dates. I think this has the potential to be a boring end of the year awards push movie. But I will say I got really close to not picking this because I hate Shailene Woodley and she's in this. So that doesn't give me.
She's
terrible.
She's the worst.
So that's like kind of my biggest hesitation, but it's Adam Driver.
It's Michael
I love
Mann
my
directed.
guy Adam.
Yeah.
That's
Adam
the big part
Driver.
about this.
So like I think that this has the potential to be a good end of the year movie.
Good.
I'm just like
I think this movie is like
guaranteed.
Yeah, I think not even guaranteed, but I think this movie is like hyped on the track of like this is supposed to be like Michael Mann's fucking back. He hasn't made a movie in like 8 years or something crazy like that. So
I'm just not like personally that excited about it.
Sure.
But I also haven't seen much about this movie. I don't think there's much out about this movie yet.
No.
Like
just set
nothing.
photos.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like not as excited, and it's like, well, this is like not as fun, but it will probably get me a good amount of points.
Yeah.
You got to play the game.
You got to play the game. Barrett,
I am next. Ooh. All right.
a lot of choices.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm already trying to find more movies.
Yeah.
This man's on IGN.com.
I'm on IGN.
Wait, real quick.
Biggest upcoming movies,
Give me
2023.
some time. Is that Blessing when we played softball? When he played softball, I was just cheering him on, drinking White Claws in the corner. He walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, Roger, I've been looking up movies today." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, I've been doing that for the last 2 months. Every time I have some downtime, I'm like, what's up with these movies?" He's like, "I've looked up top movies coming out lately." I'm like, "Okay." It's not going to help you at all.
And I came up with PAW Patrol.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So-
your second pick. Incredible.
So sit your
stuff.
ass down. I'm bringing the big hitters.
For my next pick, it's off the cuff right now because Roger took Napoleon from me in a heartbreaking move there, Roger.
I know.
Friendship ended. I'm gonna go with just a shot in the dark here. American Fiction. Directed by Cord Jefferson, directorial debut, but the cast is very interesting. You got Jeffrey Wright, Tracy Ellis Ross, Leslie Uggams, Sterling K. Brown, Issa Rae, and Adam Brody. And that's set to premiere next month, I think, or September at TIFF. So I don't know. I'm just gonna do a shot in the dark. I really like Jeffrey Wright. Him leading a movie, that's exciting. So there you go.
Cord Jefferson also worked on Watchmen, Succession, The Good Place, Master of None.
That's good.
He has an Emmy, an NAACP award, and the Writers Guild of America
Okay, that was
award.
that was a fucking secret good pick right there.
Well, you got to do one more.
Oh yeah, right. So is this
Paw
this
Patrol
is my
2.
second to last pick, right?
Yeah.
The third pick. What if he says what we're all thinking? What if he says Kraven the Hunter?
Oh my God, he might
What
do
if he
it.
goes for
He
it?
might go for it.
I hope he doesn't.
It's
I'm gonna
rated
do
R.
something.
It is rated R.
It's rated R.
Hold on.
It's rude. He's ripping people's faces off.
He's hunting.
He's
Not
hunting.
Spider-Man, but he's hunting.
He's hunting something.
He's hunting.
He's hunting on
Yeah,
some
Joey,
Spider-Man related.
I know that
Yes,
you and I
he's
are looking at
something
the same
Spider-Man
fucking
related.
movie right now because of who stars in it.
Joey.
God damn it! I
Guys
literally
that, took the world by storm, and then kind of died with a little bit of a whimper. But it's been stagnant for a long time.
Uh-oh.
And it's time for it to come back.
Uh-huh.
It's time for the Hunger Games to return.
Oh!
With the Ballad
Good
of Songbirds and Snakes.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about it.
That's on my
actually.
list 100%. I
think it's
like
gonna be
her.
good.
That's the my worry is and this is just because every book, like a young adult book turned into movie series, had this at the time where it was like, let's split the final book into 2 movies.
Yeah.
So the last 2 movies just don't really hit. It's very weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think there's a chance of revival of Hunger Games kind of having a moment again.
Yeah, well, this happened earlier this year when they put the Hunger Games movies back on Netflix for a month.
Ooh.
And everyone was, because I rewatched all of them.
Those first 2 are so fucking
They're good.
man. Jeffrey Wright in them.
Exactly. He's so good as Beatty, I think, or whatever.
Yeah.
These movies are good. I think this is a really interesting story. I've never read this book.
Yeah.
But Rachel Ziegler, I think, is really good.
Yeah.
I think she will be a really fun main character. And I'm excited. I'm hoping maybe that we do a little Hunger Games in review, but I don't know if we have time. I don't know what we have time for, what the schedule looks like, but I think that could be kind of fun. We put Nick in a wig with a braid and give him a little bow.
Yeah.
Fucking Katnissing all around.
Oh, God, he would have too much fun with that.
Nick always has to be a cat,
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
cat.
Okay, now I'm sorry.
Yes.
It took me a second. It took me a second.
Yeah,
Underneath the wig and the bow, it's the cat suit, clearly.
It's actually a good bit. I love that.
And to preview, I wanted to check the reception for the book, and it was it was pretty good. So
I have seen insiders be like, this movie's good. It's a good movie.
I'm excited to watch
Insiders.
it.
Insiders. I know
Oh,
some
shit.
people.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm kidding. I've seen people on Twitter be like, hey, I've heard some things from people. It's pretty solid.
Okay.
So
All right.
hopefully it's
I'm excited.
yeah, I'm excited for that one.
See, this is not where I thought Barrett was going.
Yeah.
I thought Barrett and I were on a different wavelength because of the first 2 people that's the headlining stars of this movie. One of them is a you person,
Okay.
I think. And one of them is a me person. So I'm picking Dumb Money.
Yep.
Oh.
Which is Craig Gillespie is the director, Lars and the Real Girl, I, Tonya, whatever, starring Paul Dano
Ah, my boy.
and Sebastian Stan. This is about the GameStop squeeze stock thing.
Oh shit. Pete
Yeah.
Davidson also in it.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio, America Ferrera, Nick Offerman, Anthony Ramos.
Oh shit.
This sounds great.
Fucking Shailene Woodley again. Why is she everywhere?
Stan.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And Seth Rogen.
Listen, the last time I bet on
and Dane DeHaan?
Dane DeHaan's in this too. That's
yeah.
exciting.
Just shout out to Dane DeHaan and Oppenheimer. I was like, fuck, I don't think I've seen you since Spidey 2.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you're delivering the same level of performance. I'm just going to say it. Dane DeHaan, not a good actor.
He was who was he in Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer? He was
He's
the
Heisenberg?
No.
Oh,
he
wait,
was one of
no,
the
I know
general.
he
He
was.
was the guy who worked under.
Oh yeah, he's at towards the beginning. I guess spoilers
fucking-
for Oppenheimer, maybe.
Yeah, but
No, I can recall who he is after thinking about
Matt
it.
Damon. He's the guy who works under Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Damn.
So yeah, so that's my pick for this. It looks like it could be fun. It's Craig Gillespie, so I feel like it's probably good. We'll see. It's a fun cast. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, you know what? I liked I, Tonya, and I didn't realize he also directed Cruella.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right. Raj Pakorni, we're on you. Let's just check the last pick.
I'd do it. I'm not happy about this one just because I'm sure it's gonna be fine or
Really,
good.
not one of mine.
But it's just boring. It's just like the Iron Claw, which is
That's on my list,
A24 movie.
It looks good.
Yeah,
Or it sounds good.
It sounds good. It's Zac Efron. He's playing a pro wrestler. It just seems like one of those.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, like serious. I think it's a biographical thing.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this. I just know it's A24. Zac Efron's in it, and the guy from The Bear's in it.
Jeremy
so.
Allen's in it.
Yeah. So that's it. That's a
Jeremy
boring
Allen
pick for
White.
me, but
Jeremy Allen White.
It has no date specifically, which is a little concerning. No
Put respect on this.
Just no 2023.
It's also premiering at Venice.
Oh, it is cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
next month or in September.
As of now. Also, Lily James is in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's always fun.
So yeah, that's my second to last pick.
This was the one on my list that was higher than some of my other picks that I've done today, but I'm like, it doesn't have a date, so I don't know. But I still feel like if it premieres at Venice,
should
you
have
should get
enough.
some reviews.
Yeah.
enough
Yeah,
to get some
it'll be
points.
fine. So yeah, that's my pick.
Okay. Well, it's back to me. It's my last 2 picks, which is nice because I still have 2 picks left on my list. And I was hoping it wouldn't come down to this, to these 2 picks.
I'm hoping.
My first pick,
Oh no, I'm scared.
Your first pick?
or
Well,
my,
yeah, 'cause he
my
gets
first
two-
pick
he
of
gets
these,
two right
because
in
yeah,
a
I go
row.
back to back. But it's my third pick
Oh, that's
overall.
right.
My third
that's
pick
right,
overall.
That's right.
Wish.
Oh yeah.
No, fuck you. Oh my god, that sucks for you.
I know.
That's a
Why
bad
does
one.
that?
Is it a
suck?
bad one though? Like, why do we think this is a bad one?
Oof.
I know Disney animation.
Why are you trusting Disney right now?
Why not?
They keep on fucking you over. They keep
But
on
like
fucking everyone at this
they had
table over.
Encanto. They had Encanto.
This is not that.
That wasn't that long ago.
Disney Animation Studios, which is I think in a better spot than Pixar.
Yeah, and that's where I'm.
Frozen. That's Encanto. That's like Raya and the Last Dragon, which I
I
don't
said
know how it
Encanto
did
the
for
most white way I could.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Encanto. Encanto. It's the Kanto region.
So I don't know anything about this. I think that is maybe a little bit concerning.
Have you
but-
seen
Yeah.
the trailer?
I watched the
No,
trailer.
Is it out?
It
Yeah.
looks-
Oh no, I have seen the
The
trailer.
trailer is out.
It looks
fine.
weird. Like the art style, like the cell shading aspect of it, like it just looks.
It looks like it's in between 3D and 2D in a weird way.
Yeah, but like not in a fun, like a good way. Like I don't know. I look at it and I'm like, I don't want to look at this more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But like,
It might be good.
I mean, when I look back, hold on, I'm gonna look back at the filmography of Disney animation because there are some duds in there, but still a lot of hits. Like Raya and the Last Dragon has a really high Rotten Tomatoes, and that's one of their recent ones. Here we go, list of Walt Disney Animation Studios films.
I was hoping it didn't come down to this. Is what you said.
Well, now you're picking both of your last 2, right? Is that
Yeah, both of my last 2.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
And so like, what we're looking at, Strange World, which flew under the radar, I think, at least
Yeah.
for me. Encanto, which did really good. Raya and the Last Dragon.
But this just
which
feels
did
so
really good.
generic. Like this just feels like
The movie?
Yeah, the movie,
I
the
agree.
concept, like everything about it. Just other than the art style, it just doesn't. This doesn't read as like interesting to me at all. Yeah.
I agree with all of what you're
Yeah.
saying. I'm just hoping. I'm wishing.
You're wishing.
I'm wishing for
You're
it.
wishing.
I think there are fun things you can do with the concept, right? Because
Yeah,
the whole
well-
thing is just like you're wishing everything.
No, isn't the
There's a
isn't the
dog-
concept?
Go
It's
for
the
it.
origin story of the star behind the wish. In the like, read the actual thing.
Hold on, let me look
If
up
you
the
can.
Because I saw the trailer and there was a dog that started talking,
I got it.
and I thought that was cool.
Maybe not. I don't got it. It's
The
loading real slow.
Movie.
It's loading.
In Wish, Asha, probably, a sharp-witted idealist makes a wish so powerful that it is answered by a cosmic force, a little ball of boundless energy called Star. Together, Asha and Star confront a most formidable foe, the ruler of Rosas, King Magnifico, to save her community and prove that when the will of one courageous human connects with the magic of the stars, wondrous things can happen.
Wow, that sounds.
And like
incredible.
Disney Animation Studio, so we know they have a solid track record, but also
Yeah.
one of the people directing this, let's see, Chris Buck directed Tarzan, directed Surf's Up. Shout out to Surf's Up.
Ooh,
Frozen 1
You had me at a start
Frozen
Tarzan.
and Frozen 2.
Frozen 1 and 2.
2. What did 2 do?
yeah.
2 was also did well, I believe.
But like critically,
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on.
People-
I think
Song.
I had
Frozen 2
friends
Frozen
recently
2
told
had
me
a
Frozen.
77% on Rotten.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm not losing points on this at the very least.
Let's flip this
Oh,
out.
somebody clip that out.
I'm not losing points on this at the very least.
Just like you said, I think you said a very similar thing for Ant-Man. I think we
Yeah.
had the conversation of like,
Well, like-
oh, there's so many reviewers, like people are gonna like it.
Yeah, but Marvel's been on a downward trajectory.
Yeah.
I know.
No
Unlike
one could
Disney
beat
animation.
that.
They're not Pixar, you know?
Oh my god.
And so
Yeah,
I feel
which
more
has been
confident
doing
with
so
it.
hot lately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like Pixar has been wavering. Disney animation, they've been fine. They've been cruising
Cruising
in the USA.
Cruising the USA.
My second movie is Blue Beetle.
No shot.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
other
See,
movies-
that's the thing that's fucking you.
I have
You're
fucking
trying to
go.
like
movies
double
on
down
my
on
list
like
I can give you.
Let's
but
fucking go. No,
Can I
fuck
give
it.
you a movie?
This movie looks fucking good. Blue Beetle looks good as hell.
Biggest George Lopez stan I've ever
I
met.
love George Lopez. You're not gonna tell me you didn't hear that theme music
Oh,
at 9
nope.
p.m. at night. You wake up from a nap as a kid. You hear boom, 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 boom. And you're
And
like,
that's
wait,
what you're going on here?
Yeah.
Also, I did what's the name of that song? Something Inc. I just did Feel Good.
Good.
Yeah, you did.
Instead of the George Lopez theme song.
That's incredible. Well, congratulations.
I just need some
to you.
spice. I need some spice, and so Blue Beetle's my spice.
What a spice it is. Oh my God. Good for you.
Y'all telling me that trailer didn't light your world on fire?
No.
When he said, "I'm the Blue Beetle," that didn't do anything for you.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That was awesome.
Okay.
That was
Listen,
so
I
good.
love Cobra Kai as much as the next person, but
This
good luck.
just is just like it was originally supposed to be an HBO Max movie, and then they were just like, hey, let's put it on theaters to make more money potentially, and it just feels still like an HBO Max movie. So it's like, oh boy, okay.
I ran out of movies.
You ran it. All right, now it's my last pick. So I gotta.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna throw one out here, and we're gonna have a discussion. Everybody.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
is this
it's
the
final
one?
round.
This is the one.
This is the one, everybody.
Roger's been talking about this one entry that he has on his list that is like questionably not a movie. It's like some sort of cinematic event.
Y'all fucked up. Wes Anderson has another movie coming out this year.
Oh, really?
The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar is a adaptation of a Roald Dahl book. And
Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl book.
Yeah, there we go.
Roald Dahl.
Roland Dahl.
And it's a short film. Now, let's have a discussion. It's coming out on Netflix. It is going to have a Rotten Tomatoes score. It was pitched as a full movie for many months, and then they're like, hey, it's actually kind of more like a 30-minute like short film, but it is a film. It is going to be on Rotten Tomatoes, and it is his next project that he is like, hey, I'm making this thing. I believe in it.
I say we give it to him.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Wow.
I'll give it to you.
Because like worst case scenario is it doesn't get a score and you just get 0 points.
My
for
big
it.
question though is
Right?
the short film is separated into 4 parts, which are known as some of Roald Dahl's darker and most sinister tales. Oh, I guess. See, I was confused. I was thinking like they were going to release it in 4 episodes.
I don't think they're doing that.
Okay, but it's going to be within the 39-minute runtime. It'll be like part 1, part 2, part 3.
I have no idea. I'm gonna be completely honest. So we're gonna have to work together and see if like if it does do that, like would that be acceptable, or is that more of a TV show?
We never said it has to be a feature-length film.
No.
It says it's short film,
Yeah.
so I feel like we give it.
I think we give it to him.
All right.
yeah,
Well,
I'll
I'm
give
not
it to you.
choosing that one. I'm choosing. Y'all talk me out of it. I don't.
Diva.
I don't want it anymore. I don't want it
Can I
anymore.
have it? Can I do that instead of Blue Beetle?
I'm not a stupider one. I'm doing one that's it's just annoying. I'm doing Ernest and Celestine, A Trip to Gibberita, which is a sequel to
Not
a
typing all that.
animated movie that I think it's a French animated movie that got 90% on
really
Rotten.
just are looking for points.
But here's the thing, okay? The trailer just came out today. It looks beautiful. Looks like a beautiful, fun time. So Ernest and Celestine, A Trip to Gibberita is my final pick, everybody.
I wish we
Thank
had
you,
something
everybody.
on ones and twos to bring up images of Ernest and Celestine.
Yeah, right there. Look at
This
it.
is
Cute
what you're
little
standing
mouse
by?
and like a bear, I think.
Look at it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like some Frog and Toad shit.
Yeah.
I was watching the Frog and Toad TV show they have on Apple TV.
Why?
I just wanted to check it out for a little bit.
Okay.
Pretty cute.
You asked the question why. Like, look, it's fucking Roger, man.
It's Roger. Yeah.
This man was watching Frog and Toad in his free time.
Listen, and
I didn't
Ernest.
know they had a cartoon. I thought it was just the book series.
Well, then now they got cartoon. Did you know about the Curious George show? You ever watch that?
I didn't know they had a show. Well, actually, no, I did know they had a show because it's old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'll
okay,
watch that.
Ernest and Celestine, the first one, came out in 2012, has a Rotten Tomato score of 98.
What the fuck?
Oh, God. I'm sorry I had to do it to y'all, but here it is.
Are
give
you
it to
doing
you.
it to us all?
I am.
Trip to Gibberita.
Okay, this is the part where things get.
Yeah. It gets
Dicey.
dicey. You try to take a shot in the dark, or do you try to find something that, like, you play safe,
A Blue
maybe
Beetle.
gets you a point.
Or the Wes
Beetle.
Anderson short film series.
I have
Good
some
take it.
like
He left it on the
really
board.
I left it on the board.
funny, like memeable options.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this to load to see why I had this.
None of my picks are memes.
I'm serious.
I'm dead ass serious.
I can't believe you didn't choose
I'm.
this one.
Let me look at one more thing before I forget.
I can't believe
What are you
didn't do that.
showing?
No, really?
What are you showing?
You think that's gonna be better than Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What?
Because one of you guys might choose this. I
What
don't want to say
superhero
it.
movie?
It's not a superhero movie. I mean,
let
if
me
you think
pick
about
one
it
thing.
deeply, it might be.
They're heroes to me.
There.
Okay, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to go with my like gut instinct choice, and this is going to be a risk. I'm picking Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Whoa!
That's what I wrote. That's literally
what
what
he
I was
just showed
showing
me.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Really?
The trailer looks fun. It's a Blumhouse production. Like compared to some of the other stuff that I have on my list, there's a lot that don't have confirmed 2023 dates. And then the other ones are kind of like the more memeable ones than this. There's also like another one that's like really boring, and I'm like, I just can't pick that. And this one looks fun. Like I don't really care about Five Nights at Freddy's and like about the games and stuff like that. But this movie, I think,
Might be a fun time.
yeah.
Okay.
Markiplier's in it too.
Oh,
Really?
Whoa.
Wow.
That's huge.
Is that the one where he like had to go to the emergency room because they used so much blood, or is that?
Is
some
that
other
real?
thing?
Oh,
There was something that he was doing where like they used a ton of fake blood. I don't really know.
I assumed you were talking about his blood.
Oh,
And I was
no.
like, damn, you might be right about this Five Nights movie. This might be Venom's blood.
They're sacrificing Markiplier.
Finally, somebody had to.
Jesus.
I wasn't going to be the one to say it, but now that you said it, I can say it.
Okay, Bear.
You got this, Barrett.
So in my research, this was a movie that was on my original 4 that never got picked.
Ooh.
And this was like one of the few movies I found where I was thinking of like, this isn't going to be good, but do I double down on the Nick Cage love and draft the retirement plan?
That movie looks so bad.
I watched the trailer and I had a few good laughs, man. I had a good chuckle
Are you really
a couple of times.
drafting this?
No.
Oh.
But that was my thought. That was
I
decided
would've loved if
against
you did
it.
that.
I decided against it literally 3 minutes ago. But the retirement plan I was thinking about because I was like, you know
what do you have to lose?
This is gonna
I
be
chose
a
Blue
fun
Beetle.
time.
It can't be worse than that. Just choose it.
No,
Just go
shut
with
up.
it. Just go with
Dude,
it.
you need
But
to
yeah,
watch
the
this
premise
trailer.
of the retirement plan, Nick Cage is just like an old dude, and one day his granddaughter comes to his place, and she's like, my mom got kidnapped, and then it's just Nick Cage and this granddaughter just like fighting to rescue his daughter.
It looks like a student film. Like it
doesn't look
looks
good.
So bad. You got to watch this trailer. It's incredible.
Let's go.
And they showed it before Oppenheimer. Like we got some bangers for y'all, everybody.
But I'm going with a safe bet. And when I mean safe, I'm not saying, I don't mean safe as in this is going to get me 20 points. I mean safe as like, maybe this gets me a couple points. Maybe this loses me a couple of points. I'm drafting Trolls.
I have
Band
that on my list too.
Joey!
I think that I know exactly the like. Yep.
Yep.
This is the mindset
The
for this
first one was a 75. The second one was a 71. I think it's like,
Upward trajectory.
what are you gonna do to like make like a fucking like a horrendous follow up to either
Yeah.
of those movies, right? So I think it's a
think
solid
that's
as a
solid.
final
Balance
pick
in it.
of a very dry like second half of the year. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it. We got all our picks drafted starting at Barrett Courtney. The 4 that he picked today are the creator, American Fiction, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and Trolls band together. Joey Noel picked Priscilla, Ferrari, Dumb Money, and Five Nights at Freddy's.
Solid list. Solid list.
Thank you.
Roger McCorney picked The Killer, Napoleon, The Iron Claw, and Ernest and Celestine, A Trip to Gibberita.
I had to fix Napoleon. It was spelled incorrectly.
See,
Thank you,
I've been
appreciate
misspelling Napoleon everywhere.
And then Blessing picked, that's me, Poor Things, PAW Patrol, The Mighty Movie, Wish, and Blue Beetle.
God.
Let's go.
Like you were on like an upward trajectory here, and then you drafted the Blue
I just
Beetle.
love your like commitment to just be like, fuck
think
it, like
Paw
I'm
Patrol
gonna
is
lose
an
this
upward
thing, and I'm gonna lose this so spectacularly.
First of all, Roger, you're in last place right now, all right? Don't speak to me.
and you think you're not gonna be in fucking
you
last place
were
with
in
those
last
chicks?
place before Oppenheimer came out, so
Exactly,
Yeah,
all right?
all
Let
right.
the process flow, all right? Poor Things is going to come out. I'm going to get 30 points off of that.
30 points.
Yeah.
And then the Paw Patrol Mighty Movie is going to come out.
So
That's
much.
20 more points.
Fuck yeah.
And then Wish is going to come out.
70.
And then it'll be at a 70, yeah. It'll
Oh
be-
my god.
and then Blue Beetle.
Incredible.
We'll see what happens. Listen, the Suicide Squad is at a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, I think.
It's the first
Don't check.
DCU character.
Yeah, it's the first DCU character.
Yeah, not DCU movie though. They
Underrated.
don't want that part of that.
Under the reign of James Gunn, even though those was made before the reign of James Gunn.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still. And he's all blue, and he has cool powers.
He's all blue. That's the first thing that you had
That's
about
the
Blue
mo-
Beetle.
That's
That was
what's
the only
giving you
thing that you knew about
His
Blue Beetle.
arm is like sharp and shit.
He's also a beetle.
He's also a beetle. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel about beetles?
Oh,
How do you feel about this fantasy draft? How do you feel about Barrett all of a sudden going all digital and shit? That was really cool.
I love this.
Yeah, that was really clever. Let us know in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win the fantasy draft when it's all said and done? What are some of the picks that we didn't make that you think we should have made? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Blessing. That's been Roger. That's been Joey. And that's been Barrett on the ones and twos. It's been our pleasure to serve you.
Yeah, Joey.